Hi, I'm Sada. Today we are at Lost Maples State Natural Area. We're about to walk the East Trail to find some examples for my geography and my backyard project. So let's go. Here we have our first example, which is carbonation. So carbonation is the process by which carbon dioxide in rainwater reacts with carbonate rocks, such as this limestone here. And the way that we can tell that this is carbonation is the Swiss cheese-like appearance. So there is a lot of this process going on. You can find it pretty much anywhere. Just a little further up the trail, we see some clear evidence of rockfall, where this piece of the rock was previously attached there and fell. It's very easy to tell because of the different colors. We can tell that this limestone has not been out very long, whereas this one has. Here we have part of the Saginaw River, which is a perennial stream, meaning that it has water pretty much all year round. And when we look inside of it, there's a bunch of rocks, some smaller ones, some bigger ones. The smaller ones probably bounce around, which is a process known as saltation, while these big ones, such as this one and that one, move by a process called traction, in which they roll down the stream. If we take a closer look at the rocks in this stream, we'll notice that most of them don't have any sharp edges. This is due to the weathering that occurs as they either bounce along, saltation, or roll, which is traction. So here, a little bit off of the trail, we have a little tiny waterfall, which is an example of a nick point where this little stream just suddenly drops. Over time, this top rock will fall and the waterfall will move further and further up the stream. So here we have an example of a cut bank and a point bar. When we look at this stream, it has a slight curve right here. On the outside of the curve, the water is going to be flowing faster, which cuts away at that rock. And over here, the water flows slower, meaning materials will get deposited. Here we have a good example of biotic weathering, where this tree's roots grew between a rock opening, and then as they grew, they expanded and they broke apart the rock. Lichens, which we have here, are another example of biotic weathering. These lichens draw nutrients from the rock, and over time they flake it off in thin layers. Here's some more lichen along with some carbonation. We're here at Monkey Rock now, which I'm not completely sure how to explain this formation.
Now that I've had time to do some research and look back at notes, I can say that Monkey Rock was formed by a mixture of processes, including chemical weathering, mechanical weathering, probably mostly from water, as well as mass wasting such as rockfall.
But if we look around it, we do see evidence of rockfall, where rock has fallen and formed these cone-shaped piles called talus cones. We see one here, another one right here, and another one right here.